We're going to communism, chat. Ah, Zohran. Zohran, take me back to the communist era. I miss the memes. I miss the actual art form. It didn't have any of that woke shit that your Democrats are peddling. It had actual soul. Now I finally understand the wisdom of the ages. Everything was political, so when they made art ugly, the purpose was to get you to miss communism. Tovarysh Stalin ruled with an iron fist. He knew what a man is. He knew what a woman is. He didn't have to ask Matt Walsh. He wasn't confused. Those powerful Soviet scientists, they understood human nature. And so, here you have Zohran. He wants to bring us back to those times. He wants to bring us back to the golden era. And so, within CNN, he unveiled his master plan.
City-run grocery stores, I've proposed a pilot program of one store in each borough. These are 5 stores in total. The total cost of this is $60 million. This is less than half the cost of what the city is already set to spend.
Peanuts! Peanuts for the government that reaches deep into your pocket and takes away the cash that you would have given to your wife and children. He has reached into so many pockets that $60 million are absolute peanuts. 5 stores in total to feed the hungry population of New York. 5 stores, $60 million, operated by the brutal efficiency of the New York government. No more of that greedy market. You know, the free market. That's greedy. That's capitalism. The normal way to do it is through the Democrat. Like, everything enters through the mouth of the Democrat and comes up from the ass to the people. Like, imagine the beauty of it. No more just setting up a store. No. Now the government comes in, and what does the government needs? It needs consultancy firms. Like firms that are trained to work with the government, the grift there. Can you imagine the grift? Now it is the time to seek employment in a cushy government job in New York. The grift will never be better than it is now. And feasibility studies. Oh my goodness. And then you can also have various auctions. I mean, which product gets to be placed on which shelf? Which company gets to deal business with the state? I mean, again, more opportunities for grifting. See how superior the public market is compared to the private one. Isn't this moral, by the way? Like, reach into your pocket, take away your taxpayer money so that the government can open its own business. Like, you're incapable of opening your own business. You're dumb. You're idiotic. But the government can just take your money through taxation and now open its own businesses. Brilliant. You know what's also interesting? Is the fact that everyone is like, oh, this will solve the food desert problem. So apparently, like, food deserts are these environmental affairs that just pop out of nowhere. You know, probably through the dark energy of racism or some shit like that. It's an event that happens in America where all of a sudden, like, you can't find stores for miles around. They just vanish. We don't know how exactly it happens. We just know that it exists. And so the problem is that no one wants to start businesses there. Like, it's a very profitable area. People are hungry. But for some mysterious reason, not even the locals from that area want to start businesses. And of course, like, the solution wouldn't be to just, you know, give money to the locals there. No. Like, the solution is for the government, the only entity on planet Earth capable of solving this problem. Now here's my take on it. Let's hypothetically suppose that you have a neighborhood like the one in Demolition Man. You got these things that usually don't exist in America, especially not in Democrat cities. But hypothetically, you have a gang of people. A very diverse gang, probably like angry women. Like women, they're running around with baseball bats, they're beating up people, they're smashing businesses, they're asking for protection money, or they're just sadistic. You know, like, this is how video games have told me, like women can be like men. So like these gang of angry women, very violent, extremely violent. They terrorize the neighborhood. They're selling crack to kids. Very bad. And so people don't want to do business there anymore, right? Like, they're scared of these strong, powerful Democrat women. They just don't want to operate there. And so, like, we gotta wonder, like, what is the actual problem? Is the problem that people don't want to open stores? No, like, people absolutely want to open stores. There's a lot of customers there. But the issue is that if you open a store, it gets vandalized. And so who's to blame? Well, normally the government is to blame, right? Because they're the ones that are supposed to offer law and order. And if they can't offer law and order, then they should at least offer the ability for the people to arm themselves. And if they shoot a criminal, the government should say, well, c'est la vie, you know, why did they go to rob the store? I mean, they used to hang horse thieves back in the day. If the situation in a neighborhood is so untenable that the government itself cannot solve it, and that they have to arm the people because, like, there's no more food stores there because everyone is afraid, well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Normally, it shouldn't come to that place. Like, in a normal society, you don't even get to that level. But now that we're here, how do we fix it? And so, once the gangs are taken care of, once those evil American women aren't terrorizing the streets, well, then you can actually open stores, right? What happens if the government opens its own stores? Well, two things can happen. Number one, the store gets broken into. If the store gets broken into, you have the same problem. And usually, what the government does when they have a problem, they pump more money into it. In other words, they reward criminals. Because, like, if you have government stores that are always going to be pumped filled with product, because they can't go out of a business, right? Like, they're run by the government. But they're going to constantly get robbed. The other possibility is that, well, the government is actually going to defend their stores. In which case, the question comes, it's like, well, why didn't you defend the private property? Like, is this a grift? Is this what you're doing? Like, you're allowing anarchy to go on the streets so that the solution is socialism? It's immoral, right? So, like, basically, you have gangs. People are attacking the stores and shit. Government doesn't do anything. Government punishes the people that try to defend their own stores. And then the solution is like, well, we're going to run government-owned stores here. It's not very moral. The second thing, like, will this work? 5 stores for $60 million? I guess maybe like a prototype program. They say, well, it's still more than we pay the private sector. Maybe, you know, the solution should be not to pay the private sector. But all right, fine. What happens to the mom and pop stores? Those are the people that are actually going to get hit. The big brand stores, they don't fucking care. They will have to readjust their earnings. They're going to lose a little bit. But if you're a small store and you're already competing with the big brands, now congratulations, the Democrats come in with their stores. And they're operated by the government. They're not even, they don't even have to follow the market. Like, if the government wants to put bread at 50 cents, and they're going to use the taxpayer money in order to subsidize that, what are you going to do? And so, I can understand why people are upset. It's not like what they're saying, oh, we're bringing back socialism. They're not bringing back socialism, they're destabilizing the economy. And they're using immoral tactics as well, because they're not assessing the primary reason for why the food deserts exist in the first place. Which is the fact that those places have high crime, which the government is supposed to fix. And they're not addressing that. Instead, it's like, okay, well, you have this cove of pirates there that are stealing all the ships. We're going to send in more government-run ships through the cove of pirates. Like, what do you think will happen? Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in my live stream. There's a link to it and to the pinned comment. Take care.